Now to start off this tutorial, I'm going to first begin by applying the Microfit Cushion Foundation to my skin. Now I normally don't start with my foundation first, however I'm kind of using this as a base for everything on my face, including my eyes, so you will eventually see me go over my eyelids with this cushion. As you can see, the coverage is nice. I'd say it has about a medium coverage. It has a nice natural look and it doesn't feel sticky throughout the day. This does have a buildable quality to it, which I really appreciate, and this is what it looks like close up on one side of my face. You can still kind of see the marks on my chin and my cheek there, so that kind of shows the coverage. And obviously on the other side of my face, I haven't applied it yet, but I just finished applying that to the rest of my skin, and then I moved on next to my eye makeup. Now the cool thing about Moonshot is that a lot of their makeup items are multi-use, so I'm actually going to use their Stick Extreme, which is a cream textured makeup product on my eyes. Now obviously you would immediately think that this is supposed to be for your lips, which you can definitely use it for, and Swingy Brown, which is the color that I'm using, is very pretty on the lips. However, for this look in particular, I'm going to apply it to the socket of my eye. Now one familiar theme you're going to see throughout this video is that this look is kind of on the messier side. It's not supposed to look pretty and pristine. It's kind of supposed to have a rugged wear, so you can just see me roughly blending it in with my finger. Now to darken the eye up a little bit, because G-Dragon's eye look is very dramatic, I'm going to use the Jelly Pot in Darth Vader, and I'm going to take a synthetic brush and just blend this onto the lower half of my eyelid. Now as you can see, this eyeshadow in particular has a jelly texture, as the name implies, and it goes on fairly opaque. However, I'd say that you can definitely blend this out and get a really nice wash of color, as I'm doing here. Now this product that I'm going to use next is not one of my favorites. This is the Line Performer eye pencil in the shade dark brown, and as you can see, this guy is dried out. Now I have had this for a little bit, but I just really don't like when eyeliners dry out very quickly. This is a more expensive makeup brand. I would kind of expect more, but I still try to run it along my waterline to just darken my eye look. Now for the eyeshadows, I'm going to use the Brilliant Ladder eyeshadow palette. The one that I have in particular, I really like the color combinations of them, and as you can see, the eyeshadows are pretty pigmented. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that dark black color in the palette, and I'm just going to put that on top of the eyeliner I just applied and darken up my waterline. In a lot of the promos for the Microfit cushion, you can see G-Dragon has a really smudged out kind of eyeliner look. So you don't have to be super accurate or careful with how you apply this. The smudgier, kind of the better. I personally think that's kind of G-Dragon's staple, and so I'm just trying to replicate that type of effect by just kind of being a little sloppy and haphazard with how I'm applying my eyeliner. Now you guys know me. I try to make makeup products work, especially if I've spent money on them. So I went back to that eyeliner and I tried warming it up with a lighter just to kind of melt the product up a little bit. I thought maybe it'd kind of revitalize the eyeliner, and that didn't really work because I was trying to use it to fill in my eyebrows, and so I ended up just like scrubbing my brush in the product to get as much pigment off it as I possibly could, and I just kind of scrubbed it into my eyebrows. Now luckily, again, I'm kind of doing boy eyebrows on myself, so again, these don't have to be super clean looking, which kind of worked in my favor, but yeah. So I kind of thickened them up and straightened my eyebrows out. Next, I'm going to move on to the Lash Infinite Volume, and I'm going to apply this mascara onto my lashes. Obviously, now G-Dragon's not wearing mascara in the promo pictures, but I just like wearing mascara, and I wanted to try this mascara out. Now, personally, again, Moonshot is more of an expensive brand, and to me, this just didn't give the effect of an expensive mascara. I mean, it was alright. I feel like I found a lot more mascaras that are more affordable that I like more, so I definitely wouldn't recommend picking this up. But I've only tried the volume formula, so I don't really know about the lengthening formula. I also go back and clean up the little marks that I made with the mascaras to make it look a little bit nicer. Next, I'm going to move on to the Face Perfection Balm. I'm using shade 202, and this is like a cream liquid foundation, so I'm using the little brush you're supposed to use with it. It comes with a little scooper on the side, so I scooped a little product out to keep it sanitary, and I just use this to add a little bit more coverage to some areas. And then, of course, I went back in with a cushion puff to blend everything out because I just love blending out with cushion puffs. Next, I'm going to use this loose Aqua finisher powder, and I really like this because I have dry skin, but I still like to set my foundation. So I just used a little bit of this with that stippling brush, and I just tapped it onto some areas like underneath my eyes, on my chin, on my smile lines where I tend to crease. And this also just added a teeny tiny extra coverage so I'd have perfect looking skin. Now I'm going to go back to that Stick Extreme, and I'm going to use this to contour my face. Now, G-Dragon has a super oval face, which I do not have. I have a very angular square face. So I tried to soften up my jawline with the contour, and I also ran it along the temples of my forehead just to kind of slim my face out a little bit more. And again, I used a little puff to help blend and melt everything together. Now I'm going to add a little color to my lips, and I'm using the cream paints, which can also be used on the cheeks. So I actually used this color here, which is Strawberry Gelato, in the tutorial, but I also wanted to show you guys what Pink Squeeze looked like since I have it, so this is a swatch of that one. But these are kind of hard to apply with the applicator, so I used a little brush to dab some of the color on, and then I just dabbed it with my finger to blend it in. And that is the finished look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of different tutorial, and if you guys enjoyed it, please let me know by rating, commenting, subscribing, and sharing with your friends and family. And I hope you guys are happy and healthy, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!